Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Stellar Tactics. So this time we are starting in space and with the main menu up because this is the only way how I can really pause the game. And that's because as I was preparing for this episode, making some changes and checking what we actually found during the previous episode, I was attacked by this, but judging by the description, it should be light merchant belonging to scavengers. So we'll start this fight with some space combat. I don't think I've ever done space combat on camera in this game. And, well, I have... where is it? Difficulty? It's here. I have the space combat difficulty set to easy, because this is the best way how you can get quite a lot of money in when you start the new game. You want the space incursions, which means how often these enemy ships show up, as frequent as possible, and you want the combat difficulty to be as easy as possible. So you basically keep killing ships over and over again, and you get loot from them. That's actually worth quite a lot. So this way you can get the initial decent amount of money, so that you don't struggle throughout the early game. And I can't change the space combat difficulty at this point, I think. Or I can change it, but I don't think it's gonna affect this encounter. Can I save it somehow? I don't think that this saves it, really. We'll see next time if it stays like this or if it changes again. But I'm pretty sure it can be changed during the game, that you can change the difficulty whenever you want. We'll just see how this encounter is going to feel. I think I can say, with the experience that I have with space combat, if it worked or not. So, actually, I should probably still pause the game to explain how this works. So, we have two important things. Our shields that we have to activate during combat. That's like the first layer of shielding. These are like regenerative shields around our ship. They are directionally. You can see in this circle that there are 4 directions always divided, and that's the same thing as you can see here. And you can rotate the ship, always like face the danger with the shield that's, or the side of the shield that's currently charged up. And when you want to destroy a ship, that's the first thing you have to get through these energy shields. Then there's another layer of shielding that you have to get through when you get through these shields that you can turn on and off. These are always on, this blue bar, this shield. These shields, these directional ones, you can turn on and off. And well, most of the time I'm just playing with the shields on, especially in like hostile sectors. But they are draining some energy from other systems, so unless you have a good... I think... I'm actually not sure what is generating energy. Let me check. If I jump... Actually, we can pause here. Is it the FTL drive that's generating energy? Or warp drive? Warp drive. If you don't have a decent power generation from your warp drive, you may have to be careful with... when you have these shields up. And basically, that's how everything works. You have certain amount of power that you are generating, and every system on the ship needs a certain amount of power. I have pretty good warp drive, so my energy efficiency, as you can see here, is pretty damn good. But with a bad warp drive, you might be underpowered, and in that case, you'll have to be careful with which shields you are using and when. One more thing about these directional shields is when you turn them on, it takes some time for them to charge up to maximum. So that's why in hostile sectors you want to have them up all the time, so that you are ready for the encounters. Okay, then we had the shields, we talked about that, and then we have armor. And when the armor reaches 0, your ship is destroyed. What else? Then we have weapons. We can again turn them on and off, either all of them, or we can turn on only some of them. Because we have a really good power generation, we can turn on all of them. Sometimes when you, for example, have only energy weapons, you may not be able to like have all of them on all the time. But we have some missiles. This is a weapon that uses, I think, energy from a warp drive here. As you can see, it does not use ammo, but instead it's draining quite a lot of power from the warp drive. Here we have a light laser that's using power cells, and then we have this plasma turret that's using fusion cells. So I have a quite decent variety of weapons that I don't have to worry about either running out of a specific type of ammo too fast, or that I don't have to worry about the energy from a warp drive. So I can basically freely use all my system at the same time. All of the weapons have like a certain chance to hit that is affected by the people that are controlling them. So you can read how pilot, weaponry station, electronic station, and targeting station affect your combat effectiveness. You can see it here. So it increases chance to hit, reload speed, damage bonus, all that kind of stuff that increases your overall combat effectiveness. And as your people participate in more and more fights, their appropriate stats are going up. So as you can see here, for example, Dietrich is on the weapon station, so his weaponry is going up slowly. Actually, is he there? I'm not sure if I have... Is it Dietrich? Actually, no. I have a different squad on the ship than I have for the ground team. So when I do someone else, Dietrich actually is not in any of the stations. Let's see, Akrenon here is a pilot. So his piloting skill already went up to 13. Then when we check Miles here, he's my miner and he's controlling the weaponry station. So it's slowly going up. And of course, as the skills are going up, you become more and more effective in the space combat. It's a real-time fight, so you have to control your ship during the fight. Here are the weapons that we have with their ammo, and you usually want to, well, first scan the ship that you are fighting, see what you are up against exactly, and then you want to keep attacking from one direction ideally. Problem is we are taking quite a lot of damage to the front side of the shielding. What is it? It is only a light merchant, so I'm actually surprised that we are taking quite a lot of damage from it. Are we attacking? Come on, shoot. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that the combat difficulty went up because it takes a long time to get through his shields. Maybe I'll just zoom in a little bit. But as you can see, actually, I can focus most of the energy to the front shield this way, so it has priority for shield regeneration. The shield is regenerating during combat, and that's one of the things where the power output of your drive matters. The more like excess power you have, the more quickly it regenerates. So now, when I prioritize the frontal shield, we can actually stay... come on his tail. Go a little bit faster, try to stay on him. Yeah, now he's just trying... Oh! This is something I don't like, that when you just bump into each other, it doesn't really do anything. It just drains a little bit of this shield. Okay, now we are behind him. And as you can see, we managed to get through the directional shields and through his normal shields. That's here. This bar is this shield, and now his armor is almost gone. So as this gets down to 0, he should blow up, or he will blow up. And now he's just trying to run. Okay. Now after combat, our skills went up slightly. And we got a loot here. That crate gave us basic ship armor for one of the ship types. I think it was for this one. Sometimes you get the equipment for other types of ships, but this time it was, probably can check it, was for both for the ship that we destroyed. There are like elite ships that have an icon with a skull, and those drop better loot. They are of course more dangerous, and those are guaranteed to drop at least one item for the ship that you are using. So when you are like focusing on those, you can quite quickly get pretty decent equipment for your own ship. So that was space combat, and there's actually one thing that I forgot to do. There's someone asking if I could rename a character after him, and I will have to check the name, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back, found the name. Should be able to change the name of the character here. Click the portrait. I don't want to edit appearance, but here I can change the name. Okay, so this is not an easy name to pronounce, but I hope Lightgarg is the way you pronounce it. It's fun there. I hope there is enough room for the whole name. Walls. Yep, yeah, there is. Okay, so welcome. It's one of our riflemen. Good. I was a bit afraid that we won't have enough room for the whole name. Now, we can actually accept one contract here. It seems the raiders are harassing ships somewhere. So we should now be able to see our target. Guitar 3. Let's go to Guitar 3. How far is it? Oh, it's pretty far. Oh, there's our target, the orange one. Okay, we can use micro warp to get there faster. And as you can see, even though I have pretty decent power generation, I wasn't able to use a full thrust. I can actually show you here with shields up. Actually, it has to be with shields and weapons up. I can't have a full thrust. I'm just draining too much power, so I can't go at maximum speed. So I turn off weapons. If you want to go to micro warp, you have to turn off your weapons, and now we can go full speed. Wait, I don't want to go there. I want to catch this guy. We are now in the range. Let's see how difficult this fight is gonna be. This should be just an explorer, though. So this is another type of contract that you can do. You can either accept contracts for ground missions, or you can just stay in a sector, and regularly you will get these offers to destroy either raiders or scavengers that are harassing the ships in the sector. And that's another way how you can get money. You're also getting the loot from the ships, which is nice, but these these like contracts don't show quite often enough. So while it's a nice source of money that you can from time to time use, it's not something you can rely on that will bring you like enough money for everything that you need. The best thing to earn money, really, especially early, is to just check what's around, look for the enemy ships. These ones. You can see the red icon, and just attack them. And you have to be in like a hostile sector. In hostile sectors, you'll find a lot more hostile ships, understandably. And well, you just keep killing them, keep picking up the loot. And because the ship parts are worth way more than basically anything else in the game, you can make quite a lot of money in no time that way. You don't get like any extra rewards for killing random ships, but like the frequency at which you can keep killing them more than compensates for the lack of like bounty or quest reward. Here we are almost done with this guy. Yeah, now he's trying to make sure that we are not attacking the side where we drained all his shields, but don't think he can run away. Okay, get closer. You can still use afterburners, or I don't know how it's exactly called, like the speed boost during the combat with light ships. They're actually not draining capacitors, but if you have heavier ships and want to use this, what I'm doing now, this thrust boost, then on heavier ships you will be draining your capacitor, so you don't have like infinite time when you can have this speed burst. So this is an advantage of light ships, that you have the immediate burst. That's why it was so easy for me to keep up with the raider. And here is our reward. We got 18, almost 19,000 credits transferred to our account, and we looted this basic star from unlimited ship threat, which is something we can't use. Okay, so that was space combat, and now I wanted to visit. Actually, first of all, I wanted to make a change to our ground team. We'll switch here to Dietrich, because I think Jeffrey is salvaging. No, who is our salvaging expert? Mining, electronics. Really? I decided to give salvaging to. Okay, no, okay, fine. In that case, we can just switch back. I really thought that Jeffrey was supposed to be our salvaging expert. Okay, in that case, exit. We can just visit. Well, first the trade port. How far is it? Pretty far. Maybe the research. Oh, the research station is right next to where we are right now. So let's start with that. Enter the station. It shouldn't take too long to load. The stations are not that big. Come on. There we are. Okay, I'm quite curious what we're gonna find on the research station, if there is anything different compared to the normal stations. One more thing that I wanted to check now. No, that's not what I wanted. Options. Yeah, the difficulty seems to be holding. And the space combat seems to be a little bit more difficult. We are only fighting like very light ships, so that's why it was easy. But for example, heavy fighters, that would be a much bigger problem. Okay, how does it look like here? You probably want to go this way later. That's a pretty damn large station. Look, holy crap, this might be one of the biggest stations I've ever visited. Holy... What the? Fine. Is there anything that we can loot here? This looks like living quarters. Yeah, just basic items. And actually, before we start checking everything, let's go into inventory, salvage, and we'll add all junk. See if we can get maybe some blueprints. It's quite a few items that we can salvage now. I don't really care about the materials we get from it. I just want to increase my salvage skill and see if, for example, on level 20, we'll be able to start salvaging maybe some armor or weapons. 100% to get schematics here. We can't get schematics here. And now when I see, when I return, the schematics is gone. I wanted to confirm this. So when you see the option to get schematics, then you want to use the option right away, and you don't check the other one. But now when I lost the chance, then I'll just use this one for the extra learning. And by the way, that 100% chance to get schematics is, I think, only when you succeed. So first you have to succeed in the roll for the failure, that 20%. And then when you hit the 80% that you succeed, then you get the schematics. So 100% is only when you don't fail. Okay, complete. And let's keep going. Hello? Disassemble. Nothing here. Complete. I could just disassemble everything, but I haven't done much of this, so I want to do this manually to see how it works with the blueprints. That's something I myself am not sure about. So disassemble. Nothing, nothing. Complete. Is there a chance to get schematics on this side? No. Complete. It seems that it's quite rare. Probably will go up as our salvaging skill increases, then the chance to get schematics will go higher. Nothing. Quite a bit disappointed that we are not getting more chances. There is a skill up. Still no schematics. Come on, I only have like 3 schematics and I already played for like 27 hours or something insane like that. This is a very grindy game. I spent quite a lot of time mining, and you can't get schematics while you are mining. You can get schematics as part of a loot when you destroy a ship. I managed to get 1, maybe 2 that way. Okay, but I'm definitely a bit disappointed that we are not getting more schematics here. Is it that I have to, like, maybe leave this screen, then enter again, and now I get the chance? No. It seems that we are just unlucky. Okay, well, that was a bit disappointing. Let me check character screen, make sure that salvaging went up. Yep. And also one more thing that I wanted to check. 8, 18, 24. Checking if we have any skills where we could take some of the perks. Nope. Okay, back to exploring. And we can talk to some people. Neutral. Okay, nothing here. Do you have anything that I could steal from you? There is something we can check. Ruined energy cell, that's another thing that we can take apart. Salvage, add, disassemble. No, I was also thinking that maybe every time that I add a new item, I have like 1 chance to get the schematics, and because last time I missed it, I wasn't able to get another one, but it seems to be random. I guess we are just unlucky. Okay. And there's someone else we can talk to. Also, non-interactive person. Some of these people in the living quarters can be recruited, so it's worth checking them out. There's nothing here. I wonder if there are any like merchants. There's a data pad. Can we pick it up? No. Should be merchants here. Holy crap, this is really, really big station. Might really be the biggest one I've seen so far. You're not talking? More drink, less talk. Okay, got it. You are general merchant. We want to check this guy, but we want actually now to have... what's your name? Flory. In the first place, because she has armor with some extra charisma, so she should be able to get a little bit better prices. At this point, it won't be a huge difference, but when you are, for example, buying ships and you are talking trades worth tens of millions, then you can save a few million that way. Okay, what do we want to buy? Shotgun ammo, I'm not sure if we have enough of that. Everything else should be fine. Medium health packs, definitely want those. Gas grenade, don't care. I'm looking for stun grenades. Stun grenades are so important. And we can sell some of the items that we found. Actually, there is one more thing that I wanted to do. That reminds me. Because Dietrich now has rifle skill 8, I think. I was able to equip the rifle that we found last time. That required level 5. And what's interesting about this rifle is that it has an empty mod. Or empty mod slot. So we can... check what type of mods we have and see if we can get more from the rifle. These are shotgun mags, so that's a different type of weapon. This is a weapon, this is a shield. Where do we have mods? This is a mod, this is a shotgun mod though. This is a good one. Gives actual extra dexterity, and on top of that allows shotgun to use burst and full automatic mode, so I will keep this one. This one is rifle extension, so we could use this one, but I don't think that I want like extra ammo capacity for a rifle. This one already has a pretty decent ammo capacity, 35 rounds, so we don't want more. I want something that increases, probably accuracy would be best. This is just rifle extended mag, yeah, that's the same thing. This one is for melee weapons. What about in the stash? Did we get something here? It's a pistol trigger group. Really, we didn't get anything for rifles. This is for melee weapons. This one should be... this is for heavy weapons. Damn it! Shotgun. Melee weapons. Heavy weapons. Where are all the rifle... here, this is for all weapons, but +1 strength, +1 strength, +1 strength. Guess we'll just have to buy something. We really don't have anything. Use agility, also not something that we want. We want perception or chance to hit. Okay, fine. That means we can just sell basically everything that we have. You can see that even the rare items, the gear that people can use, is pretty cheap. When we check the loot from ships, these are just basic items, and you can see that they're worth quite a lot more. When you find rare ones, they are usually around like 50 to 80,000. Sometimes even over 100,000. If you get lucky and find a legendary that you don't need, you can get over half a million for one. So yeah, it's much faster grinding ships than grinding the like the ground combat. I can sell all these. I don't think we want to keep anything here. I'll just sell everything. You can see the rarity here. So that's why I can sell most of the items without even looking at them, because the exceptional ones, that's the green ones, and the normal ones or the basic ones, I don't care about. Usually just check rares. Maybe the gloves are worth checking. We have decent shields. And this is a melee weapon, so I don't care about that. And then the backpack. I'll check the helmet. I'll sell all of this. As we get farther from the center of the galaxy, we'll get much better loot from basically every location. So even if I sold everything here, it wouldn't be a big deal. Or if I accidentally sold something, there would be a small upgrade, so that wouldn't be a big deal. Okay, let's check. We want to keep this, and I think we have one item in the stash that I wanted to check as well. Is that an upgrade for anybody? Let's start here. Perception, endurance. We want to have some extra endurance for our frontliner. And this one, we have exceptional one equipped. This one gives strength and int. Not really stats that... Actually, why not? Intelligence increases the rate at which you get skill ups, I think. So maybe I can try it. Oh, this is a huge upgrade. I didn't know that we had the basic gloves equipped. And actually, I thought that Dietrich had some better gear, but it seems that we have only the basic garbage. Yep. Should have checked that much earlier. Oh well. We know next time. So, next time I'll save some items for him. We can maybe even try to buy something on the station. Okay, so it was the general merchant. Is there anything? There was a crate that we could check. For that, we need our hacker just in case it's locked. Nope. Keep going. Is there anything? Yeah, there is something that we can check. Shotgun. We are full. And hey, this is something we can take apart. Okay, is there anything in this direction? I don't think that we can open this door. No. So it seems that the station is just like a large square. Come on, talk to me. There we go. Any work for me? I'm skilled in beam weapons and pistols. We already have someone skilled with beam weapons, so I think I'm not interested. I'm interested in someone who is skilled with, where is it? With SMGs. Those can be quite effective. And maybe explosives. I've never tested it. I'm not even sure that explosives are in the game at this point. Because I think the only weapon that really has like explosive effect is a rocket launcher. And I'm pretty sure a rocket launcher counts as a big weapon. So explosives... I'm not sure if traps will be explosives that will be added in the future. I wonder if there are even any people who are specialized in explosives. Okay, check this cabinet again. Our drones are working, making extra money. Good. Have you heard Fetch has been sighted right at the edge of the border worlds? Okay, no traders here. I expected at least a pharmacy that would be really stacked up, because pharmacies usually on normal trading stations don't really have too many items. So you can get your like light or small med packs, and that's it. I expect you'll be able to buy large ones here. Oh, there are some merchants here. Okay. This is empty. Something that we can take apart again. And here we have some people that we can trade with. What do you have? Ship equipment vendor. I'll check it just in case. There's always a small chance that you find a legendary piece of gear. But I think, again, we are quite close to the center of the galaxy to get these items regular. And as you can see, I have some legendary equipment for this ship, for the light fighter. That's because I destroyed so many ships as I was grinding money before I started the series, that I dropped, I think, like 4 or 5 different legendary pieces that I can use for this ship. We only have exceptional FTL drive. I could buy this one, but look at the price. It's 670,000. Yeah, I don't think that it's like enough of a difference to be worth this investment. I'll pass. You are a ship vendor. I always check ship vendors. Not that I can afford to buy anything, but just in case there are some types of ships that I've never seen before. You can see how much the ships are. So I made enough money to buy one of the cheaper medium merchants. The one that I bought was like 11 million or something like that. Took me like 10 hours to make the money. And then you have heavy carriers or cargo carriers that are almost 300 million, the biggest ships. So that's a lot of grinding. What are these guys? Personal shield vendor. I'll check all of them. To do anything interesting? Nope, not even a rare shield. I would buy a rare shield because we need one. Some more pieces. Everything is just basic. I'd be really surprised if we found something like really good. As I said multiple times, we are too close to the center of the galaxy. Do you have stun grenades? We have EMP grenades. I'll buy some. Not sure I will ever like really need them, but just in case, better to have them and not use them than find some robots and being unable to do anything about them. Do we need more energy cells, by the way? No. Okay. Nothing here either. You are pharmacy. That's what I'm interested in. We need large med packs. Wrong person trading. There. I mean, they at least have the medium ones. Augmentation merchants. This is what we are interested in. Here, we might be able to find some augmentation for the rifle. Everything is just basic, though. This is cheap. This one... so just mods. This is mag extension, shotgun rifle. Really? Laser sight. This is what we want. Yeah, it's for ranged weapons. +1 perception, +1% chance to hit. Can you find something slightly better? +1, +1. Okay, fine. Why is this one cheaper? There's no difference. Okay. And you just take the augmentation, put it into the slot, and now we have +1 perception and +1 chance to hit. Legendary ones can give you, I don't know, we are talking like +4, +5 perception, +2 another stats, and on top of that, like, I don't know, 15% chance to hit. So that's a huge difference what you can have. And you can have up to 3 augmentations in one weapons. You can have multiple of the same type, so you can have one of the sides, then you can have the mag capacity, and then the last one is this one that gives you the different like types of attacks that you can use the full automatic mode. But as they're getting more and more rare, they also add stats. So you can have the mod that adds the full auto mod, but on top of that you get, I don't know, 5 perception or something like that. So definitely want to keep an eye on these weapons that can be modded. I think, yeah, we have been on this side. Okay, you guys, do you have anything to talk about? Nope. And the last thing, they have a crafting bench here. So, this is where we can craft, but we don't have the resources to do anything. And these are the schematics. So for now, I can only craft basic electronics. We know that that's basically worthless. Then we can craft basic warp drive. So that's 4 ships. And then we can craft a rare missile launcher. And I'm not sure if it's a missile launcher for ground combat or if it's a missile launcher for ships. Rare launcher mount. I have no idea. And yeah, it's quite complex. What do we need? We should have the ore, just it's on a different station. I should have the rare earth minerals as well. And the finishing items. Not sure about that. Yeah, I don't see, for example, the clamp. Still don't see it. Can I? It would be nice if there was a way to just type clamp and the game would show me if it's there. Okay, so these are probably items for ground combat, I guess. And this is for ships. So this is for a ship. And I don't think we have the finishing items. Oh, we don't have any finishing items at all, just 0. This is the complete list, and we have 0 of each. That means we need higher salvaging skills, then probably disassemble some of the ship parts, and then we'll get the finishing items. Okay, so I'll have to do some grinding off camera from time to time to make sure we can even try crafting. We'll have to also decide who's gonna be our crafter. Fine, so we are done with this station. Let's check, well, first, let's try to find exit. It should be here. And we'll try to visit the other station just in case there is something interesting. And I think I'll just get there off camera and start recording when I'm inside the station. Okay, so now we are in the other station in the Guitarra sector. This is the trading port. Let's see what we can find here. This one shouldn't be that big, or... yeah, this one seems to be a bit smaller. We can just go left and right. And here are the living quarters. Okay, I've seen this design before. Fine, anything that we can not steal, that we can loot. Don't see anything. Let's check the merchants again. Oh, there we go. So just a normal trading station has more med packs than a Pharmacy research station. Interesting. Okay, can we find better augmentation for a weapon? Nope. What is this one, by the way? Shotgun accelerated barrel. Oh, +5 damage. Hey, I don't think I've seen this not extension, augmentation before. One that would just add flat damage. Nice. We definitely want to find a shotgun that can be modded then. What is it here? Just more merchants. What are you guys? Ship equipment, ship vendor. Just because I'm curious, I'll check both of them. Any of the expensive stuff? Not really. And this is a bit more interesting. Just some rare ones. Nope, nothing we are interested in. Yeah, I think I'll play off camera a little bit after this episode. Try to get everyone to like level 10, and then we'll fly a bit farther away from the center of the galaxy, because the farther you are, at least to me, it seems that the merchants are offering more interesting items. Maybe it depends on both, like how far you are from the center of the galaxy and the level of the people in the group. So we want to definitely level up and just fly farther away from these sectors. Okay, these guys don't have anything interesting to say. General Merchant, what do you have, buddy? Medium packs, I'll definitely buy that. Stun grenades are pretty rare. Like, you have 2 types of merchants that can sell them, and I think I was able to buy them in like 1 in 10 stations or something like that. Oh, we have already checked this guy, never mind. Where do we go now? We can check the living quarters. Is there anything? Yeah, there's something you can check. Good. Another thing that we can take apart. And there's another cabinet. Quite a few people here actually talk to. Just some ammo. Fine, let's talk to some potential recruits. Nope. This guy, I think, will be... No, also just wants to drink. It looked like that might have been like a heavy melee weapon specialist. What about you? Also don't want to talk? Really? Guys. Nope. That's a bit disappointing. As far as I know, having more people that are not really doing anything doesn't cost you. You don't even have to pay them like monthly or anything like that. So I want to find like all the specialists that I'm interested in testing. And if they have to sit in the reserve doing nothing for a while, I don't care. I just want to have them available. What do you have? Armor vendor. You could buy this one. Charisma, intelligence, not the best stats, but it's 12 base armor. And for 5,000, yeah. When you compare the cost of rare items for people and rare items for ships, there is such a huge difference that at this point I can buy any gear for people that I want. But for ships, I can't really afford to buy rare equipment because it would cost me too much. So I'm not sure. I'm actually fine with the price of the items for ships, but I think the prices of good gear should go up. This shouldn't cost 4 or for let's say 5,000. This should cost, I don't know, 150 or something like that. Because then you have to think if you're gonna invest into it or not. And maybe when you are selling these items, Maybe the price should stay, that like you value the money. Here, even though it's not the ideal piece, I'll just buy it because why not? It doesn't cost me absolutely anything, basically. Those uncommon, that is a rare one. Again, yeah, sure. I'm not even gonna check the stats, basically. I need a rare shield, so, or rare or better shield, so I just buy it. If it's not the ideal one, doesn't matter. 5,000 is nothing. Fusion cells, you may need some of these. Anything else? Grenades, come on, come on, come on, come on. This might be something. Let's see, the one we are using has slightly higher damage. Oh, that's a minigun. I'm not sure that one minigun. I kind of like the electro weapon. It doesn't have slots for mods, but we don't have any decent mods anyway. I think I'll pass. Really? No grenades? This is empty. There's nothing here. Okay, so we are done here, it seems. Oh, and by the way, when you reload the game when you are on a station, all the merchants will have different different goods. So this is a way how you can cheat a little bit. You fly, you like grind enough money, and then you fly to one of the more distant sectors, enter a station, and keep reloading. For example, near the ship. This guy. No, this one. Ship equipment vendor. And every time you reload, he'll offer you different items. This way, you can actually get full legendary equipment for a ship just by reloading the game. I hate doing that. But that's an option how you can get your gear if you are not willing to wait. But as I said, I want to either find or craft our endgame gear. So I'm not gonna be doing that. Fine. Let's go through one loading screen here. This is the annoying one. Are we? Yeah. Because we are loading a sector, but I want to pick up the drones that we have. And then we should have one more location in this sector that we could visit. We need like 3 levels, I think, for our people before we will fly a bit farther away. So may as well check this location. Probably won't record the whole thing. I think just the first zone and then probably the last zone so that we can see the reward. Oh, and speaking about the rewards, I am pretty sure that the higher level our people are and the farther away we are from the center, the better the final reward will be. So when we get the legendary item, it won't be a garbage legendary that we got last time. It's gonna be much better. Okay, drones. How are drones doing? Some of them are still mining, but those that are idle, we can just pick up. Retrieve. I like that you don't have to go like all the way to the planet where they're sitting, that you can just pick them up basically anywhere. The rest is still mining, so I want to let them finish, and the rest is in a different sector. Can we? No, we can't retrieve them from here. I just wanted to make sure it's not possible to retrieve drones from different sector. Now we have to wait a little bit for them to be picked up. There we go, retrieved. And we want to check all the planets. Where was that? Guitar 1. Mutant attack in progress. So they're attacking some miners. Go. As you can see, we can have shields active, charged 100% and still be able to use micro warp. You can't enter micro warp when you have turrets online. Wait. And land. Do we have our ground team? I think we do. So, as usual, the question is how big is this zone gonna be? Oh, this is just a short one. Nice. Because I think that's what we're gonna do next time. I'm pretty sure that we have to clear the whole thing, so maybe off camera I'll clear the first 3 zones, and then we're gonna finish the dungeon in the next episode. So we see the loot that we get, or the reward that we get in the end. And we'll also check all the level ups and skill ups that I get off camera. And then we'll probably go to a different sector, maybe pick up the drones along the way. Some of those, they're idle in a different sector. And we'll see what is our level gonna be. When we check now, level 7, 7, 6, 5, 6. It's still gonna take probably like 3, maybe 4 dungeons before we get to level 10. But well, as I said, it's a grindy game, so this is definitely not a series where we'll get to high levels and high skill levels, especially in like 4 episodes. Okay, we are done for today, so I hope that you like this episode. I hope that you're gonna join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye-bye.